The city of Cape Town joins the rest of the nation in commemorating Women's Day, celebrating the resilience and role of women in our communities and highlighting the challenges they face on a day-to-day basis. Now, this year, the city aims to tackle gender-based violence, amongst other things. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana has more.
The city of Cape Town joins the rest of the country in commemorating Women's Day. They have several programs that are aimed at building women in society. Some of those programs are focused around gender-based violence, an issue that the country has been grappling with, something that the president himself has deemed as a pandemic on its own. Now let's talk to Councillor Zahid Badruddin to talk to us about what the city is actually doing in its gender-based violence program. Councillor, thank you so much for your time. I see that the city is spending and coughing close to 1 million rand in programs that are centered around gender-based violence. Talk to us about those programs.
The COVID-19 pandemic has obviously highlighted the increased rate of gender-based violence in our communities. And more often than not, we have women and young girls who are trapped in abusive households, in communities that either turn a blind eye or don't report or don't support gender-based violence. So in the city, we've become very robust in working with partners who are in the space of creating not only awareness, but also supporting women who are victims to gender-based violence. In this space, we've got internal and external programs. Externally, we've allocated about 1.1 million rand to the Women Lead Movement, a growing organization within the city of Cape Town that's going to take the awareness programs to a number of communities in our city, that's going to reach over 1,000 boys, girls, women and men through their initiative. So I'm very excited about that, because creating awareness is key in order to be able to recognize what gender-based violence looks like and then to report it, but then also what's required as well is the support for the victims afterwards. Internally, we have a number of programs that are run by social development. These programs focus on communities, again, strengthening families programs, Women for Change programs, where we've increased our budgets over the past few years in order to reach as many women as possible.
Which communities are you then working with, and which ones have you already had a footprint in?
So through our Women for Change program, we're in a number of communities, at least 20 or so, from Bonteheuwel, Atlantis, Mfuleni, Dalf, Bellville South, Khayelitsha, Atlantis, Mamre-Pella. All of these communities have also been identified in one way or the other as a hotspot or potential hotspot where gender-based violence rates are increasing. With the new program that we're launching, with Women Lead, our ambitious gender-based violence awareness campaign, we're going again to Bellville South, Khayelitsha, Mfuleni, Atlantis, Athlone. These are the areas that statistics are showing us we must go into in order to support the victims, but to create the awareness. And again, I think it's so important for us, because we all come from communities where we may have heard whispers about gender-based violence and about abuse that is happening in our households. We may also be fearful of reporting those instances because we don't know where to go to, and we worry about the impact that reporting may have on ourselves or the women and the child potentially. But in this case, we're really wanting to promote the tools, the resources and the support that is available in our city to support women and victims and communities that go through gender-based violence. And so we're pulling all of this together to really make this campaign and all of our other campaigns significant and impactful on the ground.
Councillor, thank you so much for your time. Councillor Zahid Badruddin from the city of Cape Town, giving us a rundown and highlight of the work that they're doing for this Women's Day and certainly for the rest of the year in ensuring that they highlight issues pertaining to gender-based violence. And as we celebrate this Women's Day today, I can just think at the top of my mind of the latest victim of a gender-based violence case in the Eastern Cape. 31-year-old Thembakazi Mthengwa was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend, butchered and literally pieced by her boyfriend, allegedly. And so as women continue to celebrate Women's Day and even men who are celebrating Women's Day, there are still those stories that are taking place in our communities where women are being allegedly killed in the hands of men. So we'll continue then to monitor the work that the city of Cape Town is doing, and as far as creating awareness and making those changes, those impactful changes in society. I'll leave it there for now. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Athi Mtongana in Cape Town.